Chapter 13. Back to Prison. Reggie didn't hear about Mark until lunchtime on Thursday. She often worked in the children's courts, and she knew Judge Roosevelt well. She rushed to his office. "I'm not surprised to see you, Reggie," he said. "I can't understand why you did this, Harry," she said. "Mark has done nothing wrong." "I've agreed to see him in court this afternoon," said the judge. "And I'm keeping him safe until then. Wait here. I'll ask the guards to bring him here to see you now." When Mark arrived, he smiled at Reggie. "Don't worry," he said. "I'm okay. But what should I say in court?" Reggie explained carefully. "No one can make you talk," she said. "But the judge can keep you in custody if you don't." "But I've done nothing wrong." "No," said Reggie. "But if the judge asks you questions and you don't answer, then that would be wrong. The law is very clear on this. If you know something that will help a murder case, you can't keep quiet, even if you think you're in danger." "It's a stupid law," said Mark. "Maybe," said Reggie, "but we can't change it today." "I could tell them I don't know anything," said Mark. Reggie wanted to say yes, but she kept silent. At last, she said firmly, "You can't lie in court, Mark." Slick Moeller was waiting outside the courtroom. He saw Mark go in with 2 guards. He saw Reggie go in next, and then the FBI men with Foltrig. He smiled to himself. In the children's court, there could be no cameras and no reporters. He knew Foltrig wouldn't like that. The courtroom door was locked, and Slick waited patiently. When it was unlocked again, he walked quickly into the men's toilets and waited there. Soon, one of the guards joined him. "What happened?" asked Slick. "Now be quick." "The kid wouldn't talk," said the guard. "So he's going back to prison." "What does he know?" "The judge asked him if he knew where the senator's body is, but he wouldn't answer." "What next?" asked Slick. "The judge wants to see him again tomorrow. He's given him 1 night to change his mind." Slick passed the guard $100. "You didn't hear it from me," said the guard. "Trust me," said Slick. Foltrig was shouting again. "That no-good judge," he said again and again. "That no-good judge! He's too soft! I'm going back to New Orleans. This murder case is a New Orleans job. I can get Mark called to the courts in New Orleans. Then we can really make him talk." But the FBI had other ideas. When Foltrig had left, they asked for another meeting with the judge and Reggie. They wanted to explain how the government could protect Mark and his family if he gave evidence against the mafia. "It's called the Witness Protection Program," said McThune. "I've heard of it, Mr. McThune," said the judge. "Tell us more about it." "It's quite simple. We move the family to another city. We give them new names. We find a good job for the mother and get them a nice place to live. We make sure the boys are in a good school. We give them some money. And we stay close by. Well, Reggie, said the judge, it sounds good. It certainly did. At the moment, the Sways had no home. Diane had a poor job. They had no relations in Memphis. They can't move just now, she said. Ricky must stay in hospital. We've found a children's hospital in Phoenix that can take him right away, said McThune. It's a private hospital, and of course we'll pay for it. What do you think, Reggie? Asked Judge Roosevelt. I'll talk to Diane about it, said Reggie. Good, said the judge. And see if she can come to court tomorrow. I'd like her to be there. I'll try, said Reggie. Mark was also thinking about how to save his family. Doreen was surprised to see him back at the prison. How long are you back for? She asked. The judge didn't say. I have to go to court again tomorrow. How's your little brother? Mark put on a very sad face. He's probably going to die, he said. No. Yes, said Mark in a small voice. He doesn't talk. He makes terrible noises, and he doesn't eat. I'm sorry. It's bad. I don't feel so good myself. Poor kid. Anything I can get you? No, I just need to lie down. Poor kid, she said again. I'll keep an eye on you. Chapter 14. No Other Way. Slick's story of Mark's courtroom appearance was in the newspaper on Friday morning. Front page news again. Gronky took the first plane to New Orleans and called the Blade. Look, Barry, he said, I can't do much when the kid's in prison, can I? But he hasn't talked yet. Think about it. I got to him with a knife. I burned the trailer. The kid's too frightened to speak. I don't know, Gronky, said Muldanno. The kid knows something. Sure you can't get to him? We can't kill the kid, Barry. Everyone's watching him. What about his mother or brother? Gronky said nothing. He was tired of Muldanno's game. What about his lawyer? Why do you want to kill his lawyer? Because I hate lawyers, said the Blade wildly. No, Barry, said Gronky, wondering if Muldanno was going mad. I'm not in the mood to kill anyone just now. That's fine, said Muldanno. Another man can do it. When Judge Roosevelt read Slick's story, his eyes grew cold. In the children's court, everything was private. How did Moeller get his information? He would call Moeller to the court today to explain. It was going to be another busy day, but at the end of it, his sons would take him fishing for the weekend. He smiled at this pleasant thought. The courtroom story made Foltrig angry again. But the papers to call Mark to the court in New Orleans were nearly ready. He took a call from the local FBI. Mr. Foltrig, we thought you'd like to know that Gronky's back in town. He arrived this morning, and we have a recording of a phone conversation with Muldanno. Let me hear it, said Foltrig. Good, he said when he'd heard it. "Send it to Memphis. I want Judge Roosevelt to hear it today. It will make him keep Mark Sway in custody for the weekend. Tonight, we'll send papers to call Mark to New Orleans. The courts are closed until Monday, and by that time, we'll have the kid here, where we want him." Slick's story made Reggie sad. With newspaper reports like this, the Mafia knew everything that was going on. She sat with Mark now, trying to explain about the witness protection program. "What does Mom think?" asked Mark. "She's not sure," said Reggie. "I'm not sure either," said Mark. "I saw this once in a film. Someone told the truth about the Mafia, and the FBI helped him to disappear. He got a new face, even a new wife. He went to Brazil." "What happened?" "It took the Mafia a year to find him. They killed his wife, too." "It was just a film, Mark. There's no other way. It's the safest thing to do." "Of course, I have to tell them what I know before they'll do all these wonderful things for us." "That's part of the agreement, Mark." "The Mafia never forgets, Reggie." "You've watched too many films, Mark." "It's easy for you, Reggie. You'll be fine. But we'll live in fear for the rest of our lives." "There's no other way, Mark." "Yes, there is. I could lie